Hello everyone, my name is Igusti Made Indra Prana. My student ID number is 24055311027. In this video, I will be presenting one of material in physics is Hooke's law. Hooke's law is a law of elasticity. We start with introduction. What is a Hooke's law? Hooke's law, it was discovered by English scientist named Robert Hooke in 1660, which states that for relatively small deformation of an object, the displacement or size of the deformation is directly proportional to the deforming force or load. Under this condition, the object returns to its original shapes and size upon removal of the load. Elastic behavior of solids according to Hooke's law can be explained by the fact that small displacement of their constituent molecules, atoms, or ions from normal positions is also proportional to the force that caused the displacement. Basic concept on Hooke's law is the same materials or structures can exhibit elastic properties. Elastic properties are characterized by the possibility of deformation when an external force is applied to the material or structure. This deformation can be in form of strain. However, when the external force is removed, the material or structure returns to its original shape. The internal force that shape the material or structure are what return it to its original shape. If the external force is too large, the object will experience permanent deformation and cannot return to its original shape. This type of change is called plastic change. If the external force continues to increase, the material or structure can experience permanent damage. And the next is kit for Hooke's law. Is there 6 kits for Hooke's law? Number 1 is clamp. The function on clamp as a tool to hold or tie one end of the spring so that its position remains stable and does not move during the experiment. Number 2 is spring. Function of spring is to absorb and release energy by stretching or compressing. The spring returns a restoring force that is directly proportional to its displacement from the equilibrium position. Number 3 is meter rule. Meter rule is to measure the increase in length of the spring. Number 4 is retort stand. Retort stand is to support and maintain the position of the spring so that it remains stable. Number 5, non-mass. Non-mass is to serve to provide force to the spring. This force causes the spring to stretch or length. And the last one is pointer. Pointer function is an indicator to measure to increase in the length of the spring. And the next is objective of Hooke's law. Objective of Hooke's law. There is 2 objectives on Hooke's law. Number 1 is determine the spring constant. Find the value of the elastic constant or spring stiffness of the test object. And number 2, understand the elongation characteristic of rubber tape. Observing the strains or elongation properties of nonlinear elastic materials such as rubber bands. Unlike metal springs, rubber bands don't always obey Hooke's law perfectly. This means the relationship between force and elongation isn't always linear, especially at large strains. This is equation of Hooke's law. There is 4 equation of Hooke's law. You can use this 4 equation for Hooke's law. That's all you need on Hooke's law. This is the step for determine the spring constant. Number 1 is prepare the tool to measure the spring constant as shown in the picture. Number 2, hang the load on the spring. The sliding pointer is set to the lower end of the spring and the position of the spring as indicated by the scale board is recorded. Number 3, add a weight to the spring by placing it on the load ladder and note the weight of the weight and the position of the spring. Number 4, repeat the third step until the load weight reaches 180 grams and record the result. 5, or the last one, is repeat this step for different springs and record the result. This is the data of the springs. Long is 16.8 centimeter. As you can see, this data showed that larger the load given, the longer the spring that is given the load. As you can see, xi on centimeter is shown to long of spring after 20 gram weight is given to the spring. The next data is for spring 2. The longer of spring 2 is 19.8 centimeter. Same of the data for spring 1. Data for spring 2 is show that the larger the load given, the longer the spring that is given the load. Next is step for understand the elongation characteristic of rubber tape. Number 1 is prepare a 50 cm length of rubber tape. Measure the cross-sectional area of the rubber tape. Number 2 is set up an experiment similar to the previous one, but replace the spring with a rubber band. Both ends of the rubber band were tied into small loops with silk thread. One loop was inserted into the iron handle and the other loop was attached to the weight. Number 4, do the same, increase the load to a maximum total load of 180 grams. The temporary elongation of the rubber band must be controlled by hand while changing the load, as the elongation of the rubber band can depend on the material history. And the last one is record the result of the tape measurement. This is the data for rubber bands. Is long 20.3 centimeter. And you can see this data shows that the larger the load given for rubber band, the longer rubber band that is given the load. That's all my video about Hooke's law. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Thank you.